Hi guys, this is Mesayanti and you are welcome to the Wow Detector. Guess what? Today I'm going to do a video which is going to be dedicated to my roommates because they are the ones who have been flying with Jet Airways and they actually inspired me to do this one. So the fact is, we all dream about traveling the whole world, and these guys who are a part of the cabin crew actually get to do that. I'm sure many of you or your friends must be aspiring to take up a job with the airlines. So you would want to watch out for this video, which will help you to groom yourself with makeup and hairstyle to face such interviews. Here's how to do it. Even if you don't have flawless skin, it's very important to create the illusion of flawless. So I will show you how you can make your own skin look much better. So firstly, take a nice mousse which will give you that smooth finish. So taking a little of the mousse on your fingers, you can just go gently on your face and blend it out. Do the same thing on the other side. And you're done with the base. But you need to set it off with maybe a compact. I prefer to use a beauty blender while using the compact instead of foundation because I mostly end up using a BB cream, and for that you don't really need a beauty blender. So now with this triangular one, I can actually blend out the remaining of the BB cream on my face. Do not forget to make your neck look of the same color as your complexion on the face, because we often just kind of lighten up the face and the neck just gives away the true color. Next, if you need to conceal any of your flaws on the face, then go ahead and use a concealer. So if you think you have maybe a mark from an acne that was bothering you for the longest time, just put a dot here and here and wherever else you think there are flaws, and just use your ring finger to simply blend it in. This will help to create a soft buffing effect like how we do to our photographs on Instagram. Moving on, you must groom your eyebrows because they are an essential part of your grooming. So I have this angular brush with which I'm going to use a shade of brown from my eyeshadow palette. Just taking a little bit on the brush, I'm going to define my eyebrows and keeping it to the arc that it has naturally. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Just make sure that the look is balanced. Now moving on, I would want to use something which is basic in color for the eyelids. So the eyeshadow color that I choose is going to be something like a golden, because this is very good for the day and it kind of brightens up the face without making it look very pop. So give a miss to colors and go for something which is rather beigeish golden or more or less neutral in that space. So just take a little bit of it and dab it. Just go gently over your upper eyelids. You can use a brush if required. I prefer to use my fingers because it warms up the product and it kind of blends it into the skin very well. You can use a shade which is a little more whitish or silverish for highlighting the brows. So this is how you go. And do not forget the inner corner of the eyes. If you prefer a pencil like this, you can use it to define it. Or else you can use a color which is similar to your highlighter and just touch it up here in the inner corners of the eyes. Now, moving on, you want to apply the kajal first and make it smudge proof with the technique I'm going to show you. So I did outline the eyes and rim it, like you just saw. Though most of the kajals promise to be smudge proof, they can always run out depending on how watery your eyes are. So you want to make sure that you seal the kajal with some eyeshadow. So going back to the same eyeshadow palette and taking the angular brush again, I am going to use this shade of brown under the lash line. So this will not only lock the kajal, it will also give a softening effect to the eyes, which of course you would love. Now comes the eyeliner. You want to choose an eyeliner which is again maybe waterproof and can last you for a long period of time. And also just make sure that the eyeliner brush is really thin and easy to hold. So you want to keep it as close to the lash line as possible. Do the same thing on the other side. Just make sure that you wing it in a very subtle way so that it doesn't look very dressy. And then again, you can use your angular brush and the eyeshadow in the shade of brown to touch up the upper eyelids as well. This will create a nice socketing effect and a soft smoky eyes. Many of the airlines have their preference of colors, but brown is something which is very basic and works for everybody. Do you see the difference? It just makes it look nicer and softer and not like in your face outlines of the eyes. So now you would want to brush out your lashes and clear all the powder that might have fallen onto them. So here is your mascara wand again. Start out with a slimmer one to give shape to your lashes. And then you can go on to the thicker one to add a little bit of volume. Now coming back to your cheek and the contouring part. Blush on is something which will instantly add a flush of colors. But many of us go wrong in that because sometimes we choose colors and add a lot of it, which makes us look a little clownish. So especially when you're going for an interview with an airline, they will want to make sure that your makeup is all balanced out. So just make sure to choose a color which is kind of subtle. So an apricot works well with every kind of complexion and in fact enhances the complexion. So you want to take your brush and just take a little bit of it and just making a fish face, catch the contouring line of your cheek and just go upwards. Do the same on the other side. If you want, you can add a little bit of highlighter as well. So again, you can take a little bit on the brush and go on top of your blush line. You can finish it off by touching up on your nose, the chin, and you're done. And of course, you cannot miss out on the lip color because lips are what they will watch while you speak. So just make sure to define your lips first. I chose this shade because this is kind of neutral, but it gives a nice definition to the lips. So I'm going to use this as a primer as well to blend in the color into the lips. It's a coral shade, so it pretty much suits everybody. But if you think this is a little loud for your complexion or personality, you want to tone it down with something which is more neutral. So this is a brownish pink. So I'm going to touch it up with this. So that's the color you have finally. So much for makeup. Always make sure to wear some nice pair of earrings. It can be studs. Diamond studs look the best and they are pretty much neutral and what you get to see on the airline's crew all the time. So that is what you should keep as a part of your accessory without jazzing it up with anything else. As far as the hair is concerned, hair is of course your crowning glory, the natural accessory, and something that you should play around with, but make sure that your hairstyle is quite neat. I'll show you what to do. So simply comb out the hair and untangle it. If you have short hair like me, it's probably easier to manage. I also have fringes, so my face is kind of set with this frame. What I'll do is I'm going to take these strands and just do some twisties. And I will be using these loop pins to tug in as I go. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then at the nape of the neck, I'm going to try and roll it up into a bun. If I need more volume, I can add this, which is a tiny donut. And then I'm going to wrap the hair around it and secure it with a rubber band. Fix it back with these U-pins again. Just make sure that the U-pins are not visible and popping out of your hairstyle as you go. Since my hair is cut into layers, it can get a little unmanageable, but you want to make sure that the finish is neat. And as far as your nails are concerned, they are also an essential part of your grooming, because once you shake your hands, people want to see if your nails are chipped or no. So you want to make sure to wear some nail color which is very subtle. I have chosen this because this is a shade of pink which is pretty much neutral and something which is very feminine and sexy as well. So this is the one I prefer having on my nails. I hope this video helped you to groom yourself better if you are already a part of the cabin crew or aspiring to be one. Do not forget to share this video with those who are. I would love to know your comments in the box below. Also, do give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I shall catch you next Wednesday. Until then, stay wow and do not forget to subscribe to the Wow Detector.